Okay, Math 9, let's get after it. Here we go. We're looking at the big ones now. We're going to put everything together into one step. So don't look at it as a daunting question. Look at it as a one step by one step process. So what do I mean by a big one? This. So wow, we have fractions, we have brackets, we got it all. We're going to be grouping like terms. So you could, and you can see here I say fractions first. You could water bomb in your fractions. But guess what? You're going to end up with an absolute ton of fractions. So don't do that. But one thing I really need you to realize is that yes, these things are multiplying together. Because let's say you had 2 times 3, right? Those are multiplying together. If I multiply that by 4, I wouldn't go 4 times 2 and 4 times 3. That wouldn't make sense. I would go 4 times 2 and then I would multiply the rest by 3. Because what we're going to do is we are going to look for a common denominator of just the fractions. So we have a 3, a 4, a 6, and a 2. So my lowest common denominator is a 12. So what we're going to do is we are going to multiply. We're going to multiply everything by 12. Now when I say everything, we're multiplying each term, and each term is separated by addition and subtraction. So I'm going to multiply all of these things. So I'm not actually multiplying into the brackets yet, I'm just going to multiply the fractions. So I'm going to multiply this fraction by 12. I'm going to multiply this by 12. I'm going to multiply this by 12, and I'm going to multiply this by 12. What that will do is that will eliminate our fractions, right? So 12 divided by 3 is 4, and then times 2. So we have 8, and then times x minus 5. So it's already looking nicer. 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 3, so minus 9 times negative x plus 3. And then we have the next one, 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2 times 7 plus x. And then we have 12 divided by 2 is 6 times 1, so equals 6 times x minus 5. So now we're set up where we just have brackets. Fractions are gone, and you can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. Because now we are going to water bomb. Don't forget -9 water bombs in, +2 water bombs in, and then a 6 water bombs in. And where we end up is 8x minus 40 plus 9x, watch your signs, minus 27 plus 14 plus 2x equals 6x minus 30. So I've written that down here on the next slide. So we got 8x minus 40 plus 9x minus 27 plus 14 plus 2x then equals 6x minus 30. Because now what we're doing is we're grouping our like terms. So I have 8x plus 9x plus 2x. Well, that's 17, that's 19x. And then I have negative 40 minus 27 is negative 67. And then plus 14. So 67 minus 14 gives me 53, but that was negative, so it's negative minus 53. And that equals 6x minus 30. So now x's together, non-x's together. So minus 6x minus 6x. And I get 13x, and then I'm going to add 53 because I don't want the 53 there. Add 53, and I get 23. So now the last step is divide by 13, divide by 13. X equals 23 over 13. A lot happening there, right? We started all the way back here. Fractions first, then brackets, then we grouped, then we isolated. So if you look at it that way, it's just a whole bunch of small steps fit together. Okay, we're going to do another one. So again, fractions first. Now in this case, we have a 3, a 2, and a 12. So again, our lowest common denominator, or a 3, a 2, and a 4. So again, our lowest common denominator is a 12. So multiply by 12, multiply by 12, multiply by 12. So now I'm going to have 4 times 5x minus 3 plus 6 times 1 minus x equals 3 times x minus 2, because I did my division followed by my multiplication. So now I'm going to water bomb 4, 4, 6, 6, 3, 3. Remember the sign. So 20x minus 12 plus 6 minus 6x equals 3x minus 6. And I've continued it on the next slide here. So 20x minus 12 plus 6 minus 6x equals 3x minus 6. So we're going to group. So I have 20x minus 6 gives me 14x. and then negative 12 plus 6 is minus 6. And then we have 3x minus 6. So let's do minus 3x on this side, minus 3x on this side. That gets rid of those. But at the same time, plus 6 and plus 6, because that gets rid of those. So now I have 11x equals, 0, which means x equals 0. Because if you divide both sides by 11, and we're good to go. So again, multiple steps here. Fractions first, brackets next, group your like terms, isolate your variable. Okay, if you look at it that way, not as daunting. So there's quite a few of those in your workbooks. You'll notice the answer is provided in your workbook because I don't really care about the answer as much as I care about your steps. So show some very explicit detail in your work so that people can follow your thought process. It's incredibly helpful for us and for you. Great work. Keep it up.